Yo, what is going on YouTube? We're back with another video. And this video is actually going to be super different. It's something that I don't think anyone else has done as far as I know. Basically over the last actually probably the last 3 4 months, I coached a young EU Terran named Mag. Mag is now, when I first started coaching, he was 14, now he's 15. And he's actually gone up from around Diamond 2, I want to say, to M3 relatively quickly. And I got the idea of seeing just how much he can improve with a bit more dedicated coaching. So I've decided over the course of about 4 weeks that I will be coaching Mag relatively consistently, outlining a process, tracking his progress, talking to him about how he feels, and we're going to dive all into that later in this video, so check it out and stay tuned. Alright guys, so I want to quickly outline how the coaching format is going to work. So over the next 4 weeks, as I mentioned, I will be coaching Mag an hour per week, once per week. This is just going to be our normal session where we get together and we either watch replays together, we do a bit of backseating, we kind of just like whatever works for him, whatever he wants to do, that's what's on the table, and we can do that. For now, we're sticking to one session per week, and after those sessions, he's going to be able to actually access my Discord DMs. So him and I are going to be either talking about whatever it is he needs help with, if he needs to send me replays, like I said, ask me any questions, ask me for anything at all, maybe my own replays. He can do that whenever he wants to. That's also a service that I offer to people who buy my coaching in general. If there's something that they need, something that you want, my Discord's always open. And as I mentioned, replay analysis in between sessions. And so, like I said, if he's running into a hiccup, if anything's going on, he can go ahead and message me there, and I can quickly shoot him some feedback after watching a replay of his. Currently, his peak MMR is at 4608. That is his peak EU MMR. His average MMR right now is 42. We do have a SE2 replay stats that I will link in the description below, where you can actually also follow along with his accounts and seeing how much he improves over time. But that is currently what his MMR is looking at. Now, if we talk about Mag's schedule, this is something that is really big thing to talk about. Pretty much Mag is in school, obviously, because he's young. So during the week, he actually won't be able to play as much. He's going to be playing, he says, about 2 hours of practice per day, which is still a decent amount, right, during the week. Um, However, it's the weekend that he's actually going to be able to play a lot more. So Friday, he can play about 6 hours a day. And like I said, these are just estimates. Obviously, it's not for sure that he's going to play all 6 hours. It's not for sure that he could even play at all. This is just what more or less his schedule looks like. Saturday, Sunday, of course, are the days that he can play the most because it's the weekend. With he's saying about 6 to 8 hours of practice, making that a total of 28 hours. Now, I haven't actually he's not playing more because of this. I want him to play the same. I want him to stick with his normal schedule. So this is already something that he's been doing. This is not something that he's editing just because of this video. So normal. This is his normal practice hours. What he normally does, his own routine, and we have not changed anything with it at all. Now for the video format, I'm going to be doing this introduction video here, along with our first session, followed by the remainder of our coaching sessions, which I will record in their entirety. So they will be long videos. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I do want to document this for him, and I do want him to be able to look back at it and be able to refer to the video. So that is why I'm going to be recording the full length and also uploading the full length sessions onto YouTube. And then I will be doing a concluding video where we'll basically interview him, kind of ask him how he feels about the coaching. Does he feel like it's helped him? How, just all those kinds of questions that you're probably wondering as somebody who either maybe hasn't purchased coaching from a pro gamer before, or or maybe you're just interested in it. I do want to say one thing. Speaking of purchasing coaching, that I actually am not charging Mag for any of these sessions. This is entirely free. This is something that I wanted to do for him, and I approached him with the idea and asked him if it was okay. So don't worry, I am not scamming a 15-year-old Danish Terran out of his money. This is entirely on my own accord, and he's in with it. So we're gonna be doing this together, and so that's gonna be the format. That's more or less what's going on. And following this now, we're gonna start with our first session that I recorded. And yeah, feel free, like I mentioned, to track his progress below in the SC2 replay stats where he has his accounts linked. And we'll be seeing you guys throughout the month. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. How's it going, buddy?
Yeah, decent.
Decent?
Yep.
Also, yeah, you're owning right now.
Yeah. Well, owning and owning. One wondering.
It's all good. Are you playing NA more these days, or?
Mm, well, my replay stat says it. Uh, I think I'm playing a bit more NA, but
Okay.
not
Oh,
that much. I think.
that's fine. I was just wondering. Because I saw it too when you looked at your replay stats that you had an account in NA, so I was just curious.
Yeah, got M Masters free today with that win.
Big player, big name, big gamer. Very nice. So, do you have some replays for me? Are we doing replays today?
Yes, I have a lot of replays.
Are you gonna link
Some
me
reason.
the replay stats, or are you gonna watch it with me?
What should I didn't Sorry, what did you say? I didn't hear it.
That's because last time, how did we do it? Did you link me the replay stats, or did we watch the replay together?
Yeah, I last time I didn't use replay stats, so
Okay.
we watched the replays together.
Okay. I'll go to EU then, or NA.
Yeah, I'm on EU,
Okay,
but
I'm
I can
coming.
switch.
No, I'm coming to EU. It's okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, take it away.
Yeah. Yes. You can ready up now.
All right.
You are lovely host.
Rare TVZ. Okay. On Cosmic. All right. Okay. How do you feel about your TVZ these days?
Well, my TVC is my best matchup, like 100%.
Okay.
By far. But by the way, bad wall. But I think versus Lin Bane and versus Roaches, like it's good. But versus Lin Bane Muta, it's it gets like in this game he plays Lin Bane Muta, right? And I think that's by far the most I'm the weakest versus third, right? Because versus Lin Bane I kind of destroy it, and the same versus Lin Bane Hydra. Like I can play I can destroy like 4-8 players versus that plays Lin Bane, right?
Okay.
Without really feeling like I got a lot of luck. Oh, do I lose my Weaver? No, I don't.
Okay. 3CC. Did you play 3CC Banshee or?
Yes,
Okay.
I hope so. Yes, I do.
Okay. Reaper is good. Alien's good. Okay.
This dude made 6 lings, didn't he? I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
bad.
yeah. Those are the Koreans do. They make 6 lings too. I think it's bad, but.
Yeah, it's really bad if you lose 2 of them.
4. Okay. Banshee. Okay. Barracks. Nice. And then you built. How many Hellions did you build? You built 6 Hellions, I think? Yeah, 6.
Yep, 6 lings, and I lost them.
Yeah. So that one wasn't worth it, obviously, right? But it's just a gamble, so you know. And
Yeah.
you say so you lost 3, you have 3. It's not terrible. 2 eBays, 5 racks. So your builder is looking really good.
I should take my third, yes.
Okay, take your third. Okay, you move out with the Banshees together. That's good. And then Aliens come in. I mean, sorry, Banshee's coming in. Oh, that's good micro. That's really good, actually. Okay, so you killed a couple of drones. Oh, this is pretty good for you. Okay, and then you
Yeah, I
have
think I
mines.
forgot my medevage, right? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I was supply burnt. That's
I,
really bad.
I mean, for the most part, like, your builder is really good. Like, the timings are good. One one's almost done. Your armory's good timing. Second factory is good timing. Like, the only other thing you could do right now is just build more workers. That's it. Like, otherwise, it's completely fine, right? Besides the 2 medevacs. And
Yep.
then, okay, here. Actually, I probably would have just won the game if it had the medevacs earlier.
Yeah. Because the search are greedy.
Okay.
And like this guy was just
Here you don't see the mutas. And then here. Okay. Those are Banes. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's not bad. So I think right here, you should be really careful. Only because you don't have a combat shields. Like, I think if you have combat shields, you can stay and fight longer. But the mutas actually do a lot of damage when you don't have combat shields. So I think after seeing the mutas, I would just wait. So like against mutaling Bane, there's kind of like 2 ways they do it. There's the way this guy's doing it, where they cut 1-1. They go Baneling speed first, and then they go into mutas. And then there's the other way where it's when they get 1-1, they play like Ling Bane for a while, and then they go mutas, which is, I guess that one is like maybe more macro based. So here, what's really important for you is to just start your 2-2 right away, and then to start your Julian Claws, and you can basically play a little bit more passive until you have 2-2, and then you can like because you once you get 2-2, you'll have a 1 upgrade advantage, so there'll be 1-1 at most. You have 2-2, and then you can be really aggressive. So that's what you want to do. Once you see the mutas, just click on the links, right? Like that's how you tell. He should actually have Baneling speed already, so that's what they're missing. But you'll see like 0-0 Baneling speed, and then you'll see the mutas next, or if you haven't seen them already, like here.
Yep. I also think I forgot my armory. No, I didn't.
No, yeah, you just forgot to do. I too busy macro. Ah, I just leave. Oh, he actually, okay. He could have killed him, but it's okay.
He got scared.
Okay, your combat. Yeah. Hello. Ugh, this again.
Hello.
Ba-ba-ba-bum. Hello?
Oh,
Okay, there you go.
I think.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I have this stupid issue with my microphone right now. It's really annoying. It's the cable. Like sometimes I hit the cable and then it unplugs or like disconnects, and then my sound gets all messed up. But yeah, I was just saying here, like if you just had 2-2 earlier, it'd be so sick because you might actually even have a 2 upgrade advantage because your opponent's 1-1 is so late.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, when like force, right? When do you get them? Like just as quick as possible, or like?
Yeah, like I would start. So if you don't have a lot of gas, you would start like 2-2 first, and then you would build Thors, and then you could just build Thors from here on out. Yeah, you could like 3 or
Wait,
4.
so you draw dueling claws, or 2-2 at the
Yeah,
same time, right? And then force,
and then Thors. Yeah, exactly.
and then 3 force.
Yeah,
Or
so you could be like
still
3
like
Thors. Yeah.
ideal number.
Not bad. Like here, a Thor would be nice, and you have one coming. That's not bad. Okay. Nah, you don't have to split here. Like here, you just run back to your mines. Yeah. That's good. Oh, the medevacs. Okay. So the only bad thing there was just losing your medevacs. I think right here, something that's going to be really important for you to start learning is like after a fight, you have to think about what it is that you need to do next in your base instead of just like attacking again. Because right now, you need to land your 4th and probably transfer some SCVs and then build some more workers because you have a 4th now. So here, that would be really important for you to do right now.
Yep. So like after I've attacked, right, I just sit back behind the mines and I like do the home stuff.
Yeah.
Which
Like,
in this case is like 8 wedge, 4th CC landed.
yeah. I just don't like try to move this maybe a little bit farther back when you do it. Like in this map, you could put it at the watchtower. Like that would be good.
Yep.
And then now here, basically, you had a good trade You're taking a fourth now, and your opponent doesn't have a fifth yet. So what you need to do here now is you need to push one side like you are here, and then have a medevac drop on the other side. And then that way, as long as you make it so that they can't take a fifth, you're gonna win in the end because your economy is gonna be a lot better. 4 base
Yep.
against 4 base, yeah. So that's the only thing you have to do now. Maybe some more medevacs. Hello,
Yeah.
medevacs. Oh, there you go. All right, cool. And then I think you put like 2 more SCVs. Could use a few more.
Yeah,
Okay.
like when I saturate my third red, I kind of stop main warders from like consistently after that. I don't know. It's a weird habit.
All right. It's just yeah. I just gotta change the habit. Add like 10 more SCVs. Yeah. No. Yeah. I feel like here you're missing a lot of stuff. Let's see. Okay. You're building marines. Like I think here, unless you plan on attacking, you should just pull it back. Okay. And then some mines. Yeah.
Yeah, but also don't really have enough mines here to like fight ever.
Yeah, like what probably would have helped you a lot is like if you just build the 8 racks sooner and the fourth sooner, then you'll have more army by default, right? So like that's the thing that makes like the really good Terrans at the highest level when they play this build, like they always start their fourth and their 8 racks like really fast, like 8 minutes, like 8 minutes, because they have so many SCVs already. They already have like 75 or SCVs or something like that, so they just have a lot of money. So like that's what you want to be able to have.
Okay, so ideally I have like 8 wedge and 4 started before 8 minutes.
Yeah, around 8 minutes. Not here. This is just it's a little bit smooch here, but like this is not the end of the world. But like now, what's gonna happen is like you can't really push across the map now, and then he's gonna get the gold base, right? So it's just gonna be like it's maybe not terrible for you now, but it's gonna be a lot worse
Yep.
in a bit. But they forgot 2-2, I think. Yeah.
When they did like these high muted hunts, I know how many. He has 20 right now. Do I get more to it, or like do I keep mines at home, or what do I do against like counter attacks?
It kind of depends on how they're playing. So like this guy is actually not really using his mutas at all. Like he's using them in the main fight. And that actually is from necessity because he doesn't actually have an army like Ling Bane. He just has mutas. So like if this person is harassing you with the mutas a lot, throughout the game, then yeah, I would when you push out, I would leave like 16 Marines at home, and then the turrets will never kill the mutas, and they're not supposed to. They're just supposed to buy time for you to be able to reinforce it. So you just leave 16 Marines at home, or you can leave like a Thor and a few Marines at home, and then you can push with everything else. Yeah. Or you could put Widow Mines too. Like this person, for example, doesn't have an Overseer in their, or they have one Overseer in the mutas, so you could actually put like a couple of Widow Mines on one base or something like that.
Do you also think it's a good idea to have like mines like here and here?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Scout counter attacks.
Yeah. This rotation's not bad, but yeah. And then here you just don't have medevacs, right? So that's mostly the issue. And then here, like you just need to build more workers, basically. Yeah, it is very low on money.
Yeah.
And you do have a fifth, but or at least a fifth command center, but yeah, actually more money. Okay. Top. You can have 3-3 now, and then you're gonna. Well, actually, you didn't start 3-3. What the fuck? All right.
Yeah, I also forgot to do.
Yeah. So like here now, it just lost a lot of momentum. So, like the only thing you could do here is like be able to defend the mutas and then like try to harass us at the same time, so that the mutas are not just doing damage for free, right? Like if the mutas on your side of the map, that means that they can't actually kill your drops. So if you fly a drop across the map while the mutas are in your main, it's gonna require some multitasking. Like that's the hard part. Is like killing the mutas while not losing too many workers, and then also like doing damage across the map. But that's how you want to do this, because otherwise, like, you'll never leave your base, and then they're just always gonna be killing your stuff, and it's just like you're not gonna win, right? So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, you have to do that. But like, you can actually see how when you're winning the game, you can actually feel it. Like, you were, he didn't attack you. You know, you had good macro. You were on their side of the map. Even after this, like, here you have a really good army again, and then you push again, right? Because you feel good. You have a lot of stuff, and then here, all you would have needed to do was maybe add 3 more racks a little bit sooner, bump up your SCV count, and then even if you lose this fight, as long as you trade okay, you're gonna have another army and money, so it's fine. Yeah.
And here's just one back to the mines.
Yeah, just run. Like there you didn't have to split. You could have just ran away into the mines until all the mines shoot, and then you can split. Which is generally a good idea. Like, if you just run away like that from that angle, you can definitely run away. So if you just run away and let all the mines detonate, and then you split, that's good. Because then you kill as many Banes as you can. The Widow Mines don't kill your own Marines. And then you can just like take a fight off creep, right? Because then you would have ran back here and this would have been off creep anyway. So it's already really good for you. But yeah, I think for the most part though, that's kind of it, right? And then here it's like you took a good enough fight, and you have momentum. I would just kind of like pull back here, 3 more racks, yep, land your 4th, and then a medevac drop here, or wherever the 5th base is, and then you kill the 5th base, you keep this army alive, you take your own 4th, and then you're like setting up for winning the game. And then yeah, because if you do all that stuff sooner, right, it's just like if you take a bad fight or two, then it's still fine because you just have so much to fall back on, like a lot of macro. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right, cool. We're done with this one.
Ah, this guy is the guy from the Open Cup yesterday.
Oh, you played him in Open Cup yesterday?
Yeah, I played, and I really feel like I should have killed this guy 2-0, but like, button disruptors, man. That was also why what I wrote in the chat, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw that.
It's like he's the 5K Protoss, right? Which I think I played like better than him like the 90% of the time, right? But I
Okay.
just didn't manage to kill him, and then like I have a hard time. Like I think my mid game, like early mid game, right, and early game is good versus Protoss. But I think like when I transition into more upgrades and more starports, right, liberators, Vikings, stuff like that, I think that's really rough for me because I haven't really figured out these transitions yet.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. I was gonna say too, like, I feel like that's what I noticed about your gameplay as well. It's like you get in a really good spots, and then the disruptors come out. You kind of don't know what to do, and then you end up losing too much stuff, right? And you just die, which is like
Yeah. So
always happens to everybody.
yep. So here, like, I tried to bundle rush him, right? But then I saw Sillet, and I was like, this is a bad idea to bundle rush. So I just, like, kind of tried to kill the Sillet. And
That's
then he
okay.
killed my Weaver.
No. Oh, the adept.
Yeah. Yeah, look at this. I was so much in pain. This was the first
Ah.
game, by the way. You see, and then
Oh. Yeah.
and then for some reason I hotkeyed my bundle dude away, right? So this guy didn't build it.
Okay. So this is a
Yeah.
tough sport.
So this was really, really annoying because I sent it down like ages before.
Yeah, so like so generally with the zealot, they're just gonna keep chronoing units across the map. So the zealot is there to push your reaper back, and then the adept is fast enough to where you won't kill the zealot in time, and the adept will come out. So the best thing you could do is like just build a bunker ASAP, and then with the reaper, maybe instead of trying to kill the zealot, you can just like maybe throw a grenade at it and like bump it back and just like delay it from going across the map. And then once the bunker is done, then you can put the Reaper into their main.
This guy was really nice with his micro though.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
And then he
Always
went
when person
or
plays the mid-range team.
Link. Okay.
Also, Stargate is really uncommon at my level, so I don't really also know the follow-up to that because everyone plays Twilight. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Okay. Now
like
here you don't know it's the Stargate, but it's just one Oracle. Yeah. So like, okay, so
I
basically with
found out it
this,
was Stargate, I think.
usually
No
if
idea.
it's one Oracle, it's gonna be into Twilight, into Blink. Okay. If it's straight into Phoenix, then it could be Phoenix Charge or Phoenix Colossus. But like it's at least at my level, this is a bit more popular to go one or two Oracle into Blink. Um, and then they take a third, so they have like a lot of map vision with the Oracles. They can still be aggressive with the Stalkers. Um, so usually what I'll do is like if I see them only build one Oracle, and let's say I'm like building a Raven already, I'll probably just finish the Raven anyway. Um, or you can try to hit like a really fast +1 attack, and sometimes they might have Blink done, but they won't have Charge yet. So there's some disadvantages with the opener.
Yeah. So in this game, right, I went Viking Cyclone, I think. Yes.
Yeah, you didn't have to do
And
that.
then, yeah, I was, I don't, like, how do you, like,
Right here
yeah,
you can tell. So right here when he drops, you can tell because you see a Forge, Sentry, Adept, Stalker, and then if he has Phoenix, he should already have one Phoenix or two Phoenix right now. So if he doesn't chase your medevac with the Phoenix, or at least look for it, then he didn't build any, and that's how you know.
okay.
Yeah,
And
like you can
then
build one Cyclone, but you don't have to build a Viking. Okay.
yeah, I also ended up following up this with a Raven, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, exactly. Here you could build a Raven, and it would be okay. Okay, Cyclone, Viking. Okay.
That's such an annoying spot to hide in.
Yeah, here he builds one Phoenix just to look for your drop, but you
Yeah.
sent it home. And then he goes. This person goes Forge. So that's a really late Twilight. So here actually, it's kind of unfortunate because if you had gone 3 racks before third command center, you actually could have killed this person with your +1 attack because their upgrades are so late. Like no charge. I mean, no blink, no charge. There's one Phoenix only. Like this person would just die. And no splash damage. But you kind of got screwed because you went 3 racks, or you went 3CC before 3 racks, so everything is just a little bit later, and it's gonna hit at a time where he's gonna have charge and blink. So that's so unlucky.
Do you think on this map, do you think that you just should stick with the free wedge like in all cases?
No, it's okay. Third command center is still fine. Like it's just how a game goes, you know. Like sometimes it would have been better to play third command center, but you just didn't know, and then sometimes it's just better to play 3x instead of third command center, but you also didn't know. So I mean, you can still do third command center here. It's okay. I think maybe if you like being aggressive, no matter what the scenario is, and 3x is always going to be better. Um, but that doesn't mean that 3CC is bad necessarily. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, the also thing I found like if you really want to be aggressive, right, and take advantage, that I think free wedge is better, right? Plus you get more units on Twitter mid wedge, so you can drop more stuff like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like here, this actually did some damage because he doesn't have charge yet. Solid. Okay, let me run away. Yeah. Okay. 5 racks. I think these two barracks actually, in your pocket base, you should build them in your main. Like cause it's closer to the natural. So sometimes putting the barracks closer to where you're rallying is better because you reinforce faster. So like maybe it's like a zealot run by. Instead of like your marines having to walk from super far away, they can already reinforce natural sooner. And it's the same against Zerg. Like Ling Bane, if there's a Baneling run by or a Ling run by, all your barracks are closer, so units can get there faster.
Is that why like on maps where you can I see Clem like build the edge the wedge right light in
And they're
like in the
natural?
natural?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. It's such a minor detail. I know it's kind of random, but yeah. And because he's really aggressive, right? So for him, the faster his stuff gets there, the better it is for him.
Yep.
Okay, this attack's not bad. Missile! Oh! Oh, that's so unlucky. Okay.
Mm,
Drop. Okay, so I like the drop. I think with this drop, yeah, you should drop like where his fourth is or something.
yeah.
Oh
Also
my god, you're
like
crazy.
Also, like the upgrades also screw me all the time in TVP, and like when I lose to pro sources and I start whining, they say is like you need better upgrades. This was I think this was good. I played both two losses.
Yeah, it was really good. And here you just need a fourth. Okay, so it's funny because this game you actually build more SCVs. The problem is on this map because you took the pocket, you have to build a faster fourth. Okay,
Yeah.
so just don't forget that. Like, yeah, I sometimes forget as well, but yeah, our harassment's really good.
So yeah, I also need my upgrades now at this point. Actually, I'm flowing a lot.
Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about, right? This is like in the TVZ, like you were doing a lot of stuff, and then because you're doing a lot of stuff, you're still like not as fast yet, so you're not able to like harass and build all the stuff at the same time. Um,
Yeah. So like I can't do these like harassments, right? But then I just need to take like a break and
mhm,
in this case build upgrades and trigger certain starport and trigger
mhm.
fourth before, right? So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And then you can do it. You could just attack all over again. It should not take you. It should not take you that long, right? Like you're fast enough. It's gonna take you like 10 seconds maybe to do everything.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're taking a super long time to do all this stuff.
And also when you draw versus Colossus, right? Do you draw 4 CC before setting starport?
Yeah, unless you're like super all in. Yeah.
Okay. And upgrades also those after 4 CC.
Sometimes you can build them together. Like you build the 4CC and then you
Okay.
build Armory eBay. Yeah.
And then
Oh, nice.
is it good split in your army at this point? I don't know.
Yeah, splitting your army here is okay. And also too, like if you want to keep harassing, but you're kind of afraid of using army, you can just use Widow Mines. Like so you could still be Widow Mine dropping like this fourth, for example. And then you lose the Widow Mines, it's fine. You kill some probes or whatever. But at least then you don't have to worry about losing like 6 Marines and a Marauder or something like that.
Yeah, I could use 2 mines in this. I have 2 mines. I could book those.
Like here, you just need to let yourself max out, basically, or like at least have some units to kill the Colossus. So
Yeah. No, I also touched the prism here. Oh, I saw it. First round. Twice the before.
you're just forgetting two. You're forgetting 2 armor and +1 air. Okay, good EMP on the
Good.
Nexus. That's really good.
Do you think? What was I going to say? Mm. Do you think I should get air weapons right after my armor finishes? Like
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
first thing.
You can go like
Yeah.
two
Okay.
two, so you get +1 or +2 attack, +2 armor, and then +1 air. Yeah.
And also, how many SCVs do you think I need in this matchup? Because I'm doing ham here.
Yeah, you got like 85. Yeah, that's probably a little bit too many. I would do like 75 probably. Um, it's not that you can't do less than 75. So like sometimes you'll see some Terran players like Kier is a good example of like he'll build like 62 or 63 or something like that. But he plays like very aggressive with bio, and like he tries to kill people with multitask. So like don't be fooled by that kind of stuff. Just stick to 70 75, and then as you get better, if you want to play like different play style, you can. But this is gonna be better for you. Um so
Yeah.
I would say like 75 is good. And then here the only thing you're missing now is just like you don't know where his army is. Because his army is not that good, right? Like there's no zealot, there's like 4 disruptors only. So like you could actually just surround this army if you knew where it was, right? Because you have the army in your natural, you have the army up top, and then you have the army at the bottom. So you could just surround this and you would kill it, even if you ate disruptor balls. But
Yeah.
you just don't know it's there. So it's really important. Like when you're chilling like you are or like you were, don't forget to actually scan still. Build some sensor towers, leave some widow mines in the middle. Like you really need to know where he is.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Okay. So sensor towers should also do those in
mhm.
TVP. Like sensor towers is just good in every matchup, right?
Yeah, literally in every matchup. Yeah, it's so good. Like
And then
you should build it.
yeah, and then this fight got kinda not synchronized at all. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like my
so that was
armies.
the problem. Yeah, it wasn't synchronized. So it was a good move, but it wasn't synchronized. Like you're gonna win, right? Which is okay. But obviously you know that it could have been way better. Yeah. Okay, hello. No, I did the microphone thing again. My bad.
No problem. I think you're good right now.
Okay. But yeah, so this is just tragic. with the natural.
Silas is so beefy. Just don't die.
Two
But
commands
also
in
his
here.
upgrades are freaking insane
Yeah.
compared to mine, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Good, good.
but he doesn't have a lot of money, you know, like this is why having a higher, like, he knows it too. Like, he's building more probes now because he realizes he doesn't have money. So like, this is a really good point. As long as you know your opponent doesn't have a lot of probes, even if you take a fight that's not like really great, it's still okay.
And here I think I just should chill a bit, right?
Mhm.
Also, like, when do I get liberators? Because I always like try to get liberators and then I don't get enough and they just kind of just die.
So I would wait on like building a lot of liberators until you have liberator range, because without the range, they're kind of shit. And
Yep.
then you know, like, by the time you have range, your economy is probably better, so you can build more. Sometimes if you also build them too soon, they're really expensive, and then you don't have enough money to build liberators and ghost and marauders and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, you got super unlucky this game because he killed your fifth, and you really needed that base.
Yeah, I'm kind of broke right now.
And then here you just stopped harassing. That's it. So like right now, while you're taking your fifth, you know, start harassing again, like some widow mines maybe, or like a liberator, just something to kill some probes and like keep them at home.
Do you think I can still like when do you stop splitting your army? Like, can I still split army at like 15 minutes?
Mm, you can probably stop splitting your army when you get a lot of liberators, like 10 liberators, 8 to 10 liberators, and you're
Okay.
maxed. You could probably do an attack. Sometimes the way you can do it is like if you have map control, or like you're close to, like, this, for example, like this is a good scenario. So like here, let's say you were here and then you had maybe like 8 more liberators. Like here, I would just attack with everything because you can zone out his third, and he's not in the middle of the map shooting your liberators. Because what they want to do is, like, if they meet you in the middle, it makes it really hard for you to siege your liberators, and they can kill a lot of stuff for free and then blink away. But if you're already at their third, they can't really do that. So like, if you find yourself in this kind of scenario, in this kind of position, you can decide, oh, okay, I'm just gonna attack now here then,
And
with my liberators.
yep. Also, I'm saying that word a lot. Um, when you get +2 air weapons, you also get the fusion core at the same time, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I
Uh,
thought Ma would do that. That was close. But yeah, now we end up in this shit where I'm trying to split. Oh my god. And I just lose all my army.
yeah. So
Yeah,
like, yeah. I mean,
because
this happens, right? So this was just like he shot your liberators, and you didn't have enough liberators, so he kills the only two that you have, and then you're kind of stuck with having to split the bio, which is just hard, right? Like, I'm not expecting you to micro like Clem. Um, so you know, like, I think if you're gonna move out with your main army like that, like we talked about, just have more liberators instead, and have that be like your way of knowing that you can attack.
yep.
Um, and then, yeah, I don't think you played bad
Also,
though.
yeah. Okay, thanks. But how many ghosts do you want? Like, because I usually get like 5 and I think it's enough, right?
Uh huh.
But like, I feel like when I watch like I feel that I've heard somewhere from maybe your film, it could be that he said that someone like Spirit uses 10 Ghost. And I don't know what's best, like.
Okay, so like, it depends against the army. It depends on the army you're playing against. So like, here, there's no High Templar really. So like, or Archons. So you don't really need that many EMPs. So in this with this kind of army, I'd have like 5 Ghosts, and then
Yeah,
you just want to EMP everything, right? Um,
yeah.
but if you're playing against like Archon and Storm or something like that, then yeah, you want to have like 10, right? If they have like a lot of Archons, and High Templar, then like 10 would be good. So that's kind of how I judge it. And then if it gets like Sky Toss, then yeah, I'll have like 15 Ghosts. Because I EMP
Okay,
interceptors, or like other things like that. So um, it's basically pretty much between those.
okay.
But yeah, so basically 5 if there's no Archons or High Templar. If there's Archons and High Templar, you can go 10. And then if you're playing against Sky Toss, you can be like 15. And then, you can EMP interceptors, Archons, their army, just like everything really. So yeah. All right,
Yep.
cool. Oh, same guy. Pain.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we need to. This was game 2 of the series.
It's like game 2.
Yeah, best of 3 went. So.
Okay.
And in this game, I played double dash. Like either I made like one dash expand into a bundle on their side of the map, or I double dash.
Okay.
Like it's a bit about feeling to be honest. Like that's not much I based it on.
X gas. X gas.
Yeah, I also tried to mind game if it was.
No, that's okay. That's good. Ah! Okay. I thought it was gonna die.
Yeah, I also, but it was plus the other SCV rate was a bit low, so I was
Uh-huh.
scared to send it over. Yeah, then I cheated on with the Weaver with us. Mainly because when you made a line in this video on this build, right? He said, yeah, I should do it, so I just do it.
Like for proxy?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's okay.
because, yeah. But I don't know, like, sometimes I send it at first, and well, it's also a bit feeling based too, honest.
2 per Hellion. Okay. So here you can get the first adept, which is good.
Yeah, oh, I also moved the main. I think I did it without losing.
Yeah, that's good micro.
And then normally, right, I draw 2 Weavers in the main, and a Hellion in the natural. But
Yeah,
here I
that-
missed my code.
That's
So you
okay.
see, like, but I still got 3 probes.
Oh, that wasn't bad. That was fine. Like an adept and 3 probes is fine.
Yeah,
And
I
then
got 5.
here, like, just burrow the 2 wood. So you actually have 2 options really. So you have 2 widow mines, right? So like you could build one widow mine, burrow one widow mine in the middle of the map, and one widow mine in your mineral line, and then you might hit the oracle while it's in the middle of the map, or Phoenix, or you might hit it when it's in your main. But it can be really good to put it in the middle. So like I would actually put it somewhere right here, where that bridge is. The bridge in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Right, you can put it right there.
Alright.
And then this person is gonna rally it to your natural. But the way you would do this is like you put one widow mine in the middle, one widow mine in your main, and then maybe the marines in your natural, or the widow mine in your natural and the marines in the main. However, which way you want to do it. But that's what I would do.
Do
Yeah.
you think I'd cancel the mid right here and go into a Viking?
Um.
Or do I just let it finish?
Nah, you can let it finish. It's a little bit
Yeah.
risky. Like maybe I would build a Viking instead, but you could build the wood medevac and send it. Some full-on Korean gamble.
Yep.
And then here,
We like.
I'm gonna teach you a fun fact, okay? So if you ever wonder like how to know when you can do like cyclone pushes and stuff, right here, you want Stargate into a really fast third. So right here, you could actually do a push with the Raven. I mean, sorry, with the Cyclone, the Viking, the Marines, and then the medevac.
Okay, but so like I can just like keep the mid in the dead space and then just move it crossfire and then just reinforce it with mines also to
Yeah.
push.
Yeah, you could do that, or you could just drop the mines as you're pushing across, and then boost the medevac to your army, and then try that. I think putting it with the wood mines with the army is probably a little bit better. But basically what you do here is you try to trade out with the units. So obviously, if you go to the third, you're probably not going to kill the third, and then you're probably not going to kill any probes at the third because there are no probes. So what you want to do is go into the natural, and then sometimes you can kill them, sometimes you can't. You kind of have to see what stuff they have. I would say like in this specific case, because he went one oracle into a really fast third nexus, that he's probably not gonna have that much stuff at all, and you could probably kill like a stalker or a sentry, and then just call it a day, and you can go back. Or sometimes you can just kill them. So like in this case, you might have just killed him, right? He only has one gateway, no blink, one oracle, and you're gonna have like what, 8 marines? Yeah, you have 8 marines, a cyclone, a Viking, and then you'd have a medevac and 2 widow mines, right? So that's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no chance I just like kill the third. Can you go for that?
Yeah, I don't think there's a chance that you kill the third. I mean maybe if you build a bunker next to it, it's possible. So that's the one thing I can't teach you. You have to kind of learn over time as you get better, you'll learn intuition, and like you'll be in a scenario and it'll remind you of a different scenario, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, I know what to do here. Or
Yeah.
like, oh, it seems like he has too much stuff, so I'll just kill the third. So you'll have to practice that and like your decision making and stuff. Um, but yeah, there will be some times you can kill the third, and there'll be some times you could have just killed them, and there'll be times where you realize that you picked the wrong one, and that's just how it goes, you know. So you get
Yep.
better.
So what about? Yeah. Well, that's probably wasn't anything crucial.
Forge, Starcraft Century.
He also did double forge.
Yeah, he's playing super. He's playing the super Protoss.
Really asshole. Probably had a hard time versus Spirit.
Oh, nice kill that. So like here, if you build a Raven against this guy and you did a 2-base push with like maybe you SCV pull the SCVs in your natural, you would just win. Because you missile the Zealots and then they all die, right? And then SCVs, yeah.
When like this push, right? When is it supposed to happen? I saw you made a guide on trophy.
Yeah, around this time. Around this time, you're hitting it fine.
Okay.
Yeah, like
So it's fine.
it's gonna hit a little bit later because you went 2 gas, right? So some of your stuff is a little bit later.
Yeah.
Here.
Then I might with F2 monster.
That's a good tank spot, man. Okay, so here, the real way to win this scenario is instead of rallying everything like you are right now, keep some of your army. So you push out, right? Whatever army that comes out after that, keep it in your natural. Build 2 medevacs, because here you forgot 2 more medevacs. And then as you're attacking here, and you pull back to kill the zealots, right? Or maybe away from the super battery, you'll look back into your natural, you'll pick up 2 medevacs with the units, and you'll boost it into their main. And that's how you win the scenario. That's what you're missing here.
Yeah, I also think that was like when I won, like when I played when I was 1/4 Diamond 1 player, right? I also did that light, and I abused it a lot against in tournaments where I meet Diamond 3, but like in this situation, right, I just said so desperate because like they have so little units, so I just try to kill them, right?
Yeah, it's hard though, like because he can build like 8 zealots at a time. He builds, yeah, exactly, 8 zealots at a time.
It seems so so easy to kill them, right? And you just never kill them.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how you feel. Here it's just harder, like, so here it's just hurting you a lot because you don't have the other medevacs. So you can't actually heal your army right now. So like, it's already hard as is, and then your army's kind of dead, so it's like, oh shit. So. Yeah, that's what it is. Nice.
Yeah, I'm just desperately trying to end this.
Okay, then you rotate to the top side.
Now he got Storm.
Okay.
And I'm not really that good versus Storm, to say the least, as you can see now.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. Well, that was a bit of a... Alright, so you just gotta be careful there, okay. That's it.
Extension, and you run ball.
Okay, here same thing. Sensor towers. And then some more ghosts. You're so good, man.
On the word account. Holy.
Yeah, you're good on the worker count. That's actually really good. Bro, you're playing so good, man. Playing so good.
And versus this, like, do I just like completely skip 7 starport?
Do you completely skip second starport? Yeah, you can.
Okay. And then I just firstly did it with like, and then I did 8 wedge, and then 7 starport.
Yeah.
Like, Colossus out.
Here you just need ghosts, man. You just need ghosts. Like you just not. Yeah, there you go. 1 ghost. There you go. There you go.
I also made a weaver.
And maybe 8 racks a little bit sooner is good. But yeah, you're just missing ghosts. That's it.
Oh yeah, Do you think I should cut some army slash warrior production to get a 8 wedge trader?
So like, okay, so like if you have 70 workers on 3 base, you start a fourth. Then you can just build 3 racks to 8 racks, and then you can resume SCV production to get to 75 or 80. So I would do that.
Okay. Yeah, and here I just try to liberators and it kind of fail because they have shit upgrades.
Ah! Oh! That hurt. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh!
That was a good split though. So now here you gotta do the drops now. Once you see that this is
Yeah,
happening, like 2 drops into the main right now. Well, maybe scan yourself first, but there's an observer right there. But yeah.
yep. So I didn't swoop army, so I just split my army until I did liberators.
Yeah, exactly. Split your army until you get liberators, yeah, and range. Which you have 2 starports, you're just missing range. Oh god. That's pain. Yeah, so you can see, like, if you just multitask, like, it'll save your life. Ay, ay, ay.
I know I die. I don't GG because I was tilted. Well, I GG, but not well, I've GG.
So, oh, that's good micro though. You're so close, buddy. You're so close. And you're like, so you're actually playing really good. You're just missing some small things. It's so good. So good. All right, cool. Got this one now. That game was really good. It sucks that you lost for such a simple reason, but I feel like otherwise, I think you played fine. So building up the ghosts, right? This is what you were. That's what you needed there. Because you lose them, and then sometimes you forget to rebuild them, and it's kind of annoying because you have to pause building marauders to build ghosts, but you just have to, and it's better for you in the end.
What are we choosing?
There you got one more, buddy.
This one. This one is the one. This was also from a tournament, that's because the colors are a bit weird, but not the open cup.
You said not the open cup?
Yeah, this is not the open cup.
Okay.
This is like some other random tournament.
Random tournament. You're a tournament grinder, buddy.
Yeah. This tournament was different shit. This was dope by this, so this was only best of one. That's how it works.
Okay. So you guys pull first. You're going max gas.
I think I should do the same again. In TVC, I'm pretty consistent with my build order. Yeah, now I sent the Weaver across. This was painful. Do you think I should just like part the Weaver at the first bridge here?
You said send the Reaper to the 3rd base?
No, at the first bridge. That's like if you go down right. Better watch this.
So SCV.
Does I see this right?
Okay. Then you go Reaper.
Pulls the device like.
Okay.
I mean, it's always vote when he does that, but.
Okay. Then you go 1 Marine, 2 Marine. Ah, okay. So here, what you wanted, if you're gonna send the Reaper across the map, you have to build 2 Marines.
Okay. So I send the Weaver across the map and build 2 Marines, right?
2 Marines, yeah. Because if he sends the Lings across the map, 2 Marines can fight 4 Lings. You have to pull like some worker. But if you do 1 Reaper, 1 Marine, you can't defend your natural from 4 Lings. You have to pull like way more workers, and that's not good.
And also versus this Roach 16 pool Roach thingy. Bunker on high ground or low ground?
Defending Roach, bunker on high ground. This Roach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you make a dive on it?
Yeah.
Because I remember. Yeah.
On I think that one I made two, I think, and they were different roach links.
You did one from Trollpool first, that was like all in. This is like some.
Yeah, this is from a natural, yeah.
Yeah, let's not. Because then we kill the one and then I try to start that.
Yeah,
We'll just start first.
so you would have been fine, right? If you built it up here, you would have built Marines, Cyclone, and then you would have been fine. Yeah.
Do I skip the reactor like altogether?
Yeah,
Or
so
like do I just.
I would build like 4 Marines and then a reactor. And then if the
Okay.
roaches get there and you feel like you need more Marines, you can just keep building Marines or cancel the reactor and build more Marines. But you should be able to hold with the bunker up there 4 Marines, maybe the Reaper if it's still alive, and then some repair. Yeah.
This was me trying to do
Yeah,
this one alive.
this one's tough. The important one here is that you just don't lose too many SCVs. So what'll happen is, like, let's say you do build a bunker on the high ground and you have to repair that bunker. You want to try to micro it so that if you see them start to target your SCVs, you pull the SCVs away, and then once you
Yeah.
see them hitting the bunker again, then you send them back to repair the bunker.
Yep. Like you do in CVP when you
Yeah, with the Reaper and the exactly like that, yeah. Because here, as long as he kills workers, which he has, he's fine. So he's killed 8 workers, and now obviously he could have just taken a third. Yeah, he's taking a third. So. And
When sure, like so say like 5 orders, they're fine.
here, I don't know how much you know about this guy, but if he does this a lot, you could just push right now with your Marines and the 2 Cyclones. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know shit about this guy.
And then Banshees, you don't need to build Banshees here. You can build 1 Banshee if you're really worried about it, but I wouldn't go Cloak and 2 Banshees because they're gonna assume that's the first thing you're gonna do, and they're gonna build spores. Or in this case, this guy's playing 2 base Muta or like 2.5 Mutas, and he's gonna just Banshees are gonna do nothing, right? He's got a layer already.
So just a single banshee.
So if you're really, yeah, if you're worried like they're gonna all in you again, like build 1 Banshee instead, no Cloak, no second Banshee, and then just build a third command center instead.
Okay. I love the third, yeah. Try everything.
Yeah, like here you're killing everything, but here you need to realize right now that he has no units, right? But he can't defend his third, so what? Like he must have cut a corner or something. Like he has no queens either, so he's probably
Wait,
going
must be
mutas.
used as.
Yeah,
But like.
because if it was more roaches, he would have seen it, right?
Yeah.
And these 2 Cyclones might have made it so that you could defend at home, but now it's really hard to defend at home. And you have 2 Banshees that are just like.
Yeah, they're just flying around.
And then I would just, instead of going into Widow Mines, I would go Marine Tank. Okay.
Yeah, that I also found out that was the right way. Because I was really worried that like he would transition into lane bane Muta, right?
Uh-huh.
But I asked him after and he said he probably wouldn't have enough gas for that. Because like always I whined when I lost and he said something very clever.
Aw, smooch. Yeah, I mean, and you can tell because he's not building any more mutas and he just lost all those mutas. So, like, if you see them, like, not gaining any more mutas, then they're probably just going for a...
Yeah, and also I should just send my Hellions at first here, right?
Yeah.
They're just like
Useless. Yeah. And then, yeah, here, maybe if you have the tanks and the 2 Banshees still alive, it's possible. But we went Widow Mines, which is very unlucky. And then, yeah, like, he just has a lot of stuff, so...
Just die.
It's pain, but yeah. You were just really behind from the beginning, right? So...
Yeah. I think I lost like 9 orders.
That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. All right, cool. How do you feel? Feel good?
Yes. I think I don't even know like what my role is anymore, but like yeah, I think I can at least climb some more. I think I got all my answers. Versus 1 base town, I still have very small troubles with winning what they do, but it's not that big. Like I just kind of scout around with the Weaver, right?
Yeah, scout around for the Reaper. 1 base, you're looking like, is it a proxy 111 or is it like 111 in their main?
No, like some guy did a proxy 111, and the thing I'm most scared about is like I have like a tournament where that's like $100 on the line or something like that, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm playing against a town off ways, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm pretty sure every person that plays town always and plays TVT plays some bullshit in that matchup. But like
Okay.
good, and also I have like I think I don't check, but uh, I have like 10 replays for him. But what I've seen is that he likes one base. So I'm just trying to figure out his shit. But he likes the one base all in crap.
Okay.
And it kinda gets me trouble because I go Cyclone right first.
Uh-huh.
And then if they do a taint push, I have a hard time holding it. But I kinda hold it and then it kinda it's even after that and yeah. I think it's
Okay.
good enough to get even versus them.
Yeah,
But I
like
know it's hard. It's hard for me to tell if I need to do taint first or Banshee first. No, not
a
Banshee.
cyclone
Cyclone.
first. Yeah,
Yes.
I think you probably better off going tank first. So like basically, so you have CV scout, right? You see the
Yeah.
barracks is at home. That's good. Okay. And then let's say you send the SV back home. If you're really worried, what you could do is send the Reaper straight across the map, or you keep the scouting SCV near their base, and then you send it back up again when your Reaper is done, and you can see if they have their own Reaper, is they built a reactor right away, tech lab right away, or Marine. If they go Marine first, I almost feel like it's always a Marine tank medevac drop. Um, or let's say it's a Marine, but you don't see a factory, then you can send the Reaper into their main, or you can scan even. And then if you don't see anything in the main, then look for a proxy. Um,
Yep.
but usually the best way to tell is from the first unit, if it's a Marine or a Reaper. Because if it's a Reaper, it could still be maybe like some crazy one base sold in, but like the Reaper is still 50 gas, so whatever it is not going to hit as fast as if they go
Yeah.
Marine first. So,
I played. I played two versions of it. Right. I played a guy um who did the Prodigy 111,
uh
and I
huh.
think he did like a taint push, and I kind of holded it with the Cyclone first, right? As I said, not even, and then I lost to some mid bullshit after. But that is also a long time ago, so I've done better with that. Um, and then I played versus a guy. And that played Banshee, like Cloud Banshee, right from one base.
Uh huh.
And then the Cyclone first, I felt that was good. But then I also did go for turrets, and I don't even know if that was good. And like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have built turrets there. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
hard. You have to do
but like,
you have to do a lot of scouting and re-scouting because you want to see like how they transition or if they're gonna keep bullying you. It's really hard.
yeah, and also for TVT. Now I don't have a TVT replay, but
Uh-huh.
do you think it's because I have a bit of trouble finding out what build like is the best still? I'm trying to use a lot of things, but like I'm
And
playing right now the Weaver into Red, into like 3 Weaver, 2 Hellion, and
uh-huh.
then just go into a Metro game. I saw now I sound like full up fanboy, but I saw Marvel do it versus Bjorn a lot in TSL,
Uh-huh.
and then he
Yeah.
also sometimes followed up with a Medivac.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the reactor Reaper build is pretty safe, and I think it's really good. The thing that you're gonna just have to learn, it's something that I'm also learning myself, is and I think I might have told you this before, but like you have to learn how to builds interact with each other. Like, you
Yeah,
know, sometimes Mario builds a medevac, but like maybe he built a medevac because he knows what opener his opponent's doing, and like maybe it's weak against medevac. I think generally though, like Reactor Reaper is fine, and I think it's really good right now. And if your opponent's like cuts a corner, maybe you can abuse that.
yep,
And or maybe you push across the map with Reactor Reaper and they have too much stuff. Just you don't have to force anything. Just pull back and then, you know, maybe take map control or whatever. Um.
yeah. That's also like the plan. I do it first with 3 Weaver, 2 Hellion, right?
Mhm.
And then if they like did some greedy shit bullshit as like some people go Project Baldu, so that's really greedy because they don't have anything at home
Uh
because
huh.
they can't afford shit.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just like kill the CC they are building because it's late the CC, right? So
Uh huh.
I kill the CC on the low ground and I defend at home with a Cyclone and I win, which is I think it's a shit build at all, but like people do it and I don't know why.
Yeah, I've seen it before actually, so I'm not surprised.
And like I don't know, it's like a thing that's I don't really have to meet it on the ladder, but it's when I really go through the tournaments I'm playing because like one dude did it and now all the talents are telling me that.
Uh huh.
And I'm
Yeah.
just not into something like that because I think it's really bad.
Uh huh.
But yeah,
Yeah, that'll do it. When one guy does one thing in the tournament, and then everyone's doing it and just plaguing the ladder
well, everyone, maybe it's just me getting abused by the same opponent, like, or me
every game.
abusing the same opponent, like, a lot.
And
I
they're
get
just doing the same
nightmares
build.
about the one game I lose to Portugal, but like, I think like a couple of people have picked it up. Like, we are not that many in the tournament, right? That I know. Like, I think I know like 6 people or something like that. That like are spread all across all ways. And then I have like two talents. Like, I talked with one of them, but like I know them and I
Uh-huh.
know their playstyle, right? And then I
Yeah.
know some search and some processes.
Dang, look at you. You're competitive gamer. Playing
Yeah.
tournaments, grinding the ladder. Good for you, man. That's great. I'd love to hear it.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right, buddy. I guess that's to be it for this one. Um, I'll let you know when I set everything up to put it on YouTube.
Yes.
Um,
That's fine.
and then yeah, cool. So I'll message you again during the week, and then we can schedule another session next week. And
Yep.
then just like maybe in between, if you want to just let me know like how the games are going and how you feel, that'd be really good too. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Cool.